Gay people have been around since the dawn of human civilization. From the days of ancient Greeks to modern society, they've always been around. But one thing that's always shifting is the public perception of gay people. For thousands of years, the very act itself was extremely forbidden and taboo. But in recent years, we've seen a breakthrough of sorts in LGBT rights and representation. The best way to study the development of the public perception of gay people is through the lens of film and television, a landscape that has always been quite socially progressive. So how has society's view on gay people molded the way that gay characters were written in the 20th and 21st century? And how did we end up with some of the worst gay characters of all time? Let's take a look. The 1900s were not the best time to be gay. Concert ratings of gay bars, blackmailing of gay government employees, and the stifling rules of post-war society made it clear that being gay was not okay. Though many actors, directors, and participants in the film industry were homosexual, the medium of film did little for the advancement of LGBT characters. I mean, I guess they acknowledged their existence, kinda? One of the most common tropes in the golden age of Hollywood as it related to gays was the depraved gay. Characters who fall under this title typically shared a lust both for blood and for dick. But on a more serious note, characters who were depraved gays were driven to do things such as kidnapping, torturing, or even murdering simply because of their sexuality. Depraved gays were typically depicted as flamboyant or openly gay. This trope is seen time and time again in films such as Psycho and The Maltese Falcon. Oh boy. From a writing stance, having a character who's a murderer and just so happens to be gay is fine. Not all representation has to be good representation. But the fact that their sexuality is a key driving factor in their psychopathic tendencies is a bit worrying as it reinforces negative stereotypes about gay people. For a shining example of the depraved gay, look no further than Jonathan Demme's 1991 film, Silence of the Lambs. One of the central antagonists of the film, Buffalo Bill, just so happens to be he's flamboyant, feminine, and evil, all of the makings for said trope. Despite the immensely serious tone of the film, as a race against time to save a kidnapped young girl from Buffalo Bill, we still have time to point and laugh at the silly gay man. Wow, he drugged a girl, threw her in his van, and trapped her in a dark pit. But look how funny it is that he spoils his toy dog. Sure, he is a legitimate threat to our protagonist, but he wears makeup and dresses like a girl. Hee. His whole motive is that he wants to use the woman he kidnaps' skin to become a woman. The issue with this character lies not in the idea that he represents the LGBT community, but more so that he is motivated by his sexuality to do what he does. Because he wants to be a woman, he kidnaps and murders women. I'm gay and have a toy dog.
Does that mean I'm a depraved gay?
As time moved on and slowly cultural views on gay people changed, suddenly we faced a new problem. Marketing executives. As the 90s came to an end and people started to think, hey, maybe those gays have feelings too. The next question was what to do when it came to writing homosexual characters. Many questions had arisen, such as, how should gay characters be written? Do audiences want gay characters? And are gay people even marketable? A popular term in Hollywood is that any publicity is good publicity. So with dollar signs in their eyes, many films and TV shows decided it was time to integrate gay characters. What could possibly go wrong? The 2016 reboot of Voltron has been very well received by critics and audiences alike. With the visuals of The Legend of Korra and the storytelling of a mecha anime, it was a recipe for success. And it was. Until San Diego Comic-Con 2018. At the Voltron panel, it was announced that a main character, Shiro, was gay and had an ex-fiancé on Earth named Adam. The production team boasted about this fact and made it seem as though they were pushing boundaries with their progressive storytelling. Well, when it came time to meet Adam, many were upset. For starters, the character had a total of like 20 seconds on screen and was dead by the time Shiro got to Earth. This trope falls under the moniker of bury your gays. This is when writers almost instantly kill off gay characters after they're introduced. So, what's wrong with this? Am I saying that gay characters should be invincible and that it's in poor taste to kill them? No. I think it's fine to kill off gay characters. They deserve equal treatment to their straight counterparts. The issue lies more so in the marketing of the gay characters. We were promised new light to be shed on this aspect of Shiro and this brand new character. But those promises would never come to be. Instead, we just got the Shiro is gay, take our word for it treatment, and we're given nothing else. Sure, Shiro being gay is cool, but it's not that important in the grand scheme of the series. But when the crew really hypes this up, that's when it's almost insulting to kill his boyfriend off. Why actually write diverse characters when you can instead have a gay character say 3 lines and then write him off? It's essentially audience manipulation. Oh boy, now it's time for the big one that everyone's gonna hate me for. The Legend of Korra. Before I go any further, I thoroughly enjoy this series and was an avid fan at the time of its airing. Literally, my old Tumblr account was nothing but Korrasami posts. But for me, Korrasami didn't age well. So the common argument against Korra and Asami's relationship is the lack of build-up. So before I defend or debunk the claim, let's go through the history of Korrasami. Season 1, Korra meets Asami and they become friends. Season 2, they barely interact. Season 3 has Asami being supportive to Korra in the finale. And Season 4 has a few subtle hints, such as Korra blushing while talking to Asami, and Korra writing to Asami while she was gone. But you wouldn't be mistaken for reading those interactions as just things that best friends would do. That's why it's a bit jarring when they run away together in the series finale. With even 2 more scenes of romantic tension, I totally would have bought this relationship. I understand that censors are a thing, and that many writers have to rely on subtle build-up. But I'm not going to allow that to excuse lazy writing. Korra and Asami were rarely in scenes together, let alone interacting in said scenes. Writing more platonic interactions between the two wouldn't have even needed to get through the censors. If you want to see a relationship similar to Korrasami, but more well written, look no further than... spoiler warning for the Adventure Time finale. Bubblegum and Marceline. Just like Korrasami, their build-up was subtle, but it let itself be known. The tension between the two lets viewers know that there was once something there. And throughout the course of the series, they become closer and closer, all building up to the rewarding kiss. The difference between this and Korrasami is that it feels nowhere near as rushed, and that the viewers can pick it up for themselves without having to be told online by the creators. But what's worse than barely having any hints to being gay? Having none at all, and that's exactly what J.K. Rowling did with Dumbledore. The highly esteemed author stated in an interview that one of the biggest characters in the series was gay. Not once throughout the entirety of Harry Potter was there even a mention of it, though. I mean, I'm no Harry Potter expert, but there were 7 books, and no statement had ever been made about it. The only article listing clues that he was gay was very poorly written and doesn't actually have any real info on this aspect of Dumbledore's character. Which leads me to believe that she made him gay for diversity points. It's so hard to write gay characters. How about instead of actually making him gay, I write a normal straight character and then go back later and say he's gay when I don't have to face the consequences. I understand that at the time Harry Potter was written, the attitude towards gays was negative to say the least. But J.K. Rowling could have fought harder if she really cared. Think about it. The books were record breakers and every kid was reading it. If she really cared about diversity, she could have refused to release the book until the publishers complied. But hey, maybe this new prequel series to Harry Potter can correct her wrongs and more accurately display a gay Dumbledore. Oop, never mind. In conclusion, the best way to write a gay character is to write them as you would anybody else. They can be evil, they can die, their build-up can be subtle, and their sexual orientation doesn't have to be stated. But in order to do these things, they must have time put into the intricacies of their character. Instead of a gay character being evil because he's gay, delve deeper into other reasons that they do what they do. Instead of hyping up a gay character just to kill them off, why not have the character be gay without a big announcement? Two characters can become romantically involved on a whim, but at least let me know that there was some tension between them prior. And don't make a character gay after you don't have to face the consequences just for minority points. Thankfully, we live in the golden age of gay characters, and hopefully soon they won't have to be defined by their sexuality. In the meantime, I'm Hourglass Indigo, and thank you for watching the video. Hey guys, thank you for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. I was really trying to go for something different with the camera on my face here. If you liked the video, just, let me know. If there's anything I can improve on, just tell me in the comments. And yeah, I made a Discord server too, if anybody's interested in joining. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll just see. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.